Hi, this is Kate, Keep Truth Alive. This video is about women and how global narcissism has created too many fucking stigmas, especially with age and weight and style and whether or not we wear makeup and what we look like. And what we look like says entirely too much about how people perceive us. We could be the most together people in the world, but we are stigmatized as freaks and, fat ladies, fat chicks. If we have a lot of cats, crazy cat ladies. We're heavy, for fat, whatever. We have a little extra body weight than normal. According to society, normal is this slim hourglass figure, flat stomach. Everybody is trying so hard to look like those models, even the skinniest models, these women with very small frames. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of walking around thinking I have to look at my best wearing makeup, and meanwhile I look at my body and I think, oh my God, I'm not going to be taken seriously because of my weight. I'm going to be seen as somebody who let themselves go. And, I'm past 50. Oh, no. And it's got to stop. We've got to take our power back. People have got to stop with looking for excuses to put us down, to put people down, because it affects everybody. It affects our families. Even our families start behaving like this. Narcissism can be something that people adopt without even knowing it, whether they're narcissists or not, until the end. It's only the ones who wake up and the ones who shudder with, what the fuck did I just do? Those people are the ones that are eventually able to break the cycle. The others don't care. We've got to fight that. We've got to fight this, people. And especially weight, body weight, that affects men too. But especially you see somebody that looks like me. And when I compare myself now to, and why should I compare myself at all? But when I was a lot thinner, even in my 30s, when I lost a lot of weight with Weight Watchers, people were like, "Oh, you look great. Oh, and somebody said, you look so much better." And I'm like, what a backhanded compliment that is. You look so much better. It's like, just because of body weight doesn't mean that I'm inhuman. It's so dehumanizing, and it's so invalidating and malevolent and immoralizing and just destructive and devastating. It's like killing a part of us, taking a part of us and stepping on it, and looking us in the eye and not giving a shit. And then you have people, they hold back from telling you what they think, and what they think is a bunch of hateful thoughts. And they're like, it's scary because I don't really know what to say. There's nothing I can say except how and they don't have any thought about your feelings. They're not trying to spare your feelings. They're trying to keep you from calling them out on their shit. And then they'll use horrible excuses like, oh, your anger is so scary. And there's no definitely no doubt women have had too fucking much abuse. So no wonder a lot of them are totally freaking out and going in the opposite, going in the polar extreme, you know, and just hating and being so angry at men. But that's not the answer either. It's got to be focused and truthful and loving as much as we can. We have to try to put support first, you know, healing first, nurturing first, you know, but we have to nurture and support ourselves. We cannot simply lie down and say, oh, I understand. You're upset. You're hurting because of things that happen. Whatever. Bleh. You know, we can't just lie down on the job, and we can't just say, well, no, we don't want to be too angry. Get angry, but, you know, keep your focus. Don't lose yourself. Don't lower yourself to somebody else's nasty level. But be truthful. And just walk around as you are. And I just realized this is why I don't leave the house a lot of the times, because I don't want to deal with people staring at me and whispering behind their back and then picking fights with me and saying stupid, horrible, nasty things about how I'm supposedly this monster person. You know, I was once on the bus and I asked a bus driver a question. He's like, why are you yelling at me? I'm like, because he didn't answer my question 3 times. I had to ask him the question. And the 3rd time, why are you yelling at me? What? That was again, just a horrible stigma. I just can't. I can't even. And then especially when it happens with a whole bunch of people and they'll sit there and they'll band together against you and you're like, do they know me? Am I back in high school and the outsider that people are bullying again? And they're laughing. You know, I get fucking tired of people. I just do. I won't have it anymore. I was writing an article on SJWs, social justice warriors, and looking for memes about them, you know, to put on my blog post. And I came across one that was so devastating. I mean, there was a lot of memes like putting down social justice warriors, you know, because, I mean, I guess a lot of them can be a little, counterproductive, you know, because there's all this emotion that comes up. And people start playing to emotions, you know. And so then people just start lashing back out and being with their own emotions. But there was this horrible picture that said social justice warrior, you know, and they had this woman who was round. She looked like the moon. She had some body weight. And she said, accept me for my fatness. And then she said, you know, and I guess there was like food on her face or something, and she's smiling like this. And the whole thing is basically to make fat people look bad, you know, because there's something like that, you know, something like that, you know. And I don't know, there's like, you know, what gibberish written underneath, accept my fatness or something. And it's sort of like, that's supposed to depict, I don't know, somebody talking with their mouth full or somebody not being able to be understood because why, you know? And it just, and it was horrible. It was just horrific. And even comedians are, you know, they talk about fat people. It's like, I don't know why comedians can be lambasted for saying anything that could be conceived as racist. I mean, these days you can't really say much of anything without it, or sexist or something like that, you know. But then insulting fat people is free game, fair game. Why? With so many people still battling anorexia, so many people still suffering with stigma and horrible, dehumanizing values that have nothing to do with reality, nothing to do. Women are not fat, ugly, crazy. Women are, we're nurturing, we're different. You know, we have loving arms to hold onto. We care. We're fighters, protectors, healers, mothers, teachers, lovers, creators, artists. We're anything we want and can be. And we are not meant to be narcissists. Nobody is meant to be a narcissist. That's an unnatural state that people choose, and they don't have to. Flying monkeys, get out while you can. Choose life. Choose love. Choose hope. Don't give up, and don't laugh in the face of truth and call it a lie. Don't be part of the problem. Don't create more hate. Don't revel in your nasty laughter at. Laughter is only healing when you're laughing with. Laughter is not healing when you're mocking somebody. That's not even laughter. That's fake. That's not laughter. That is anger turned into a mask. That's not laughter. That is a clown. That's an evil clown. That's not healing. That's not healthy. Heal yourself by laughing with somebody, and laugh to help somebody. Laugh for yourself. But don't do it at somebody else's expense. Don't. And don't choose narcissism. Choose humanity. All of us still fighting, still surviving, still doing what you need to do to get by each day, still plowing through the voices. Keep soldiering on. Know that I love you, and I'm thinking about you. Namaste.